Instead, you're trying to scramble to defend yourself for things that nobody holds you responsible for because you didn't say we're going to do anything.
When
you didn't do anything wrong. Neither did I.
Was like, wow, I can't believe he thinks that he's going to manage that kind of image.
Wrong.
To me, the entire conversation was, first of all, bizarre. As in, I remember how bizarre and strange and fucking out there that thing you did at my apartment was. First of all, it was bizarre.
There was talking to you? Hey, is that thing I did? Hey, Courtney, is that thing I did talking to you?
There was never
I didn't touch you, did I? Did I touch you?
Any moment in time ever.
Did I touch you? Did I try to touch you? Or did I talk to you?
If you would have, I would have called the cops on you.
So Courtney, what is that thing I did? What is that awful thing I did in your apartment, Courtney? I asked you why you were giving me all these signals to try to get on you.
On a rampage, emotional rampage
You're
about.
Right. I was very insecure and weak back then. Very timid and weak back then. You're right, Courtney. I was hurt emotionally, and I did act badly in that regard because I was stupid at the time. But that's true. I fixed that problem, though. Thank you for pointing it out. Regardless, I don't make that kind of mistake.
Your ass covering is pathetic and nasty.
Courtney, I'm not covering my ass because I did nothing wrong, right? I'm not in a relationship. I don't need to cover my ass.
So what signals did you receive, Eric?
Eric, since I'm covering my ass, why don't you tell my loving boyfriend, who I've been with this entire time, exactly what I did to lead you on? I'm sure he would love to know. God.
Put it this way, Jade. There was nothing that you should be upset at her for behaviorally. She did not touch me in any way, okay? I will tell you this as well. That guy who was in her apartment had no confidence at all. Would never have tried to touch her if she had not made it abundantly clear to me.
You don't even know what the fuck.
And even then, I didn't try to touch her.
You being a situation like that, to your assumptions.
Courtney, I'm telling the truth, man.
Wrong you are is disgusting.
I'm telling you the truth. Period.
I'm just asking how it was made abundantly clear.
Okay. Listen, it is certainly possible that the signals that she was giving, she was not intending. It is certainly possible the signals she was intending, I was misreading. Okay. There were accumulation of small indications that
that's likely. I think we can just leave it. We can just leave it there.
Okay, fine.
I don't want to leave it there. I want to know exactly why the fuck you think that.
Courtney, again, you're talking about something that happened a long ass time ago when I was very insecure and didn't know what I was thinking. Didn't know what to think. I was very confused, very insecure. Didn't know what you wanted. Didn't know what your deal was or anything. It was scary to me. And as you pointed out, I reacted very much like that in the aftermath, huh? I demonstrated exactly that behavior in the aftermath, right? That's what you pointed out. Yes?
Do you not understand reality? Do you not understand actual reality?
I'm not responding to what I just said at all.
You're not responding. You're not telling me what I did to imply that I wanted to sleep with you.
Courtney, Jay just said, leave it at that. So I stopped.
That's because you don't have anything. You created a delusion.
What I'm saying is I don't understand.
You created a delusion in your mind, Eric, and you acted on that delusion. Okay, when that happened, I knew what it was. I've worked with people entering schizophrenic lots in my life, Eric.
Listen, though. Be careful and listen. Be real careful and listen, because this is going to be a big, important one for you to help to understand, okay? Why is it then that in all my other interactions with people, I've never had that experience since the beginning of talking Fanfield, dealing with lots of different women where I mistakenly think they're hitting on me. In fact, the most recent example, other than you, I made the woman tell me explicitly, yes, Eric, I want you to fuck me, before I would believe that she would let me get on her. That's how insecure I was. This was after the incident with you, okay? So I was less insecure then than I was with you.
So
that's the big monster guy you're talking about there.
Acted on it anyway. You aren't answering my question, Eric. What did I do, Eric, that made you think I would ever, whether I was single or alone for the rest of my life, sleep with you? What did I do, Eric? What?
Courtney, are you asking me today?
You made a fucking statement, Eric. You made a fucking statement that I had implied to you.
Answered your question.
Me, Eric, so incredibly strongly that you would have never mistaken it. Eric,
your retardation is clogging up your ears, Courtney.
But I did.
Courtney,
you are
listen.
So insane.
Courtney, right now, your retardation is clogging your ears, okay?
Right
now. Answered your question.
Your own fucking statement. Right now, you can't even explain your own statements.
Do you want to listen to me explain it?
Eric,
yes.
Can I say something?
I want to give Courtney her answer. She's desperate for it. Okay, she's desperate for an answer.
After you do something on whims so that they seem less arbitrary, when in fact
okay,
they were
so,
indeed.
Hey, Nick, but hold on. She's desperate for an answer. I got to give her one.
Is that a correct statement?
Nick, I'm going to answer Courtney's question right now, Nick. Actually, I'm going to answer her question. So the point I made is that there was no single specific cue you gave me that would be indicative of a defining, like this was definitely meant it. It was a lot of small indications that were non-physical. There were things like leaning towards me, but not touching me though. Things like, the obvious physical cues that normally mean things. Now, as a super insecure individual at the time, I was pretty sure that wasn't what you meant, but is it? But oh my gosh, there's so many of these indicators. It's not that any individual one of them is significant in and of itself. It was an accumulation of them over the course of an hour or two, okay?
Okay.
Now, look, I'm not denying that I could have been totally wrong. Sure, I had no idea what I was fucking doing at all, right? And to the extent that I say she was giving me signals, I could have been misreading that, no problem. I concede that point, Courtney. So but the fact is, what I said, what you were mad at me about earlier, and are still mad at me about, and are refusing to deal with and actually answer about, is what happened today.
Because the way that you had made that seem was not the perception, my subjective perception of what was really occurring, and the way that you posted it on your website to make it seem as if.
Okay, but Courtney, that's a lie. I didn't edit it to make it look anything. It looked naturally, except I cut out the filler parts.
But you have to understand that
Courtney, I've answered that fucking point. Now, I pointed out a bunch of seriously negative shit that you said that I included. You cannot simply ignore that, okay?
Listen to me, Eric. I was taking into account the fucking weird-ass shit you did at my apartment. And then you would come at me again today.
Okay, but Courtney, now we lost the apartment point. We've already
trying to analyze what the hell you were thinking.
And I answered the question correctly. I said to you, you gave me no cues today. You gave me no cues recently. You gave me no signals. That's not why I was suggesting you come visit me in LA. I explained the whole fucking thing. What I want you to do is use your brain to hear the words I said and understand them so you stop asking such fucking moronic questions.
You're a moron, Eric. You're the biggest moron I've ever known if you think that I was coming on to you when you were here.
Well, I think the conclusion to that conversation is that he just misunderstood.
But yeah, I conceded this point.
No, it's what it is.
I was very insecure. I didn't know anything.
Because he did explain one time before when I asked him to explain that. He said that when he was interviewing me, when I first entered the room and I was INTP, he asked me how to tell how INTPs like you. And I had explained, thinking of my boyfriend and how we interact, that I have good conversation. I sought him out to have good conversations, like intellectual topic conversations. And then that's generally the way that you'll start to know if an INTP likes you. Eric took that personally and internalized it as I was talking about him. And he said, Courtney, remember that conversation?
He's not my boyfriend.
Courtney, remember that conversation you had whenever you told me blatantly that you would have.
He's not my boyfriend. Remember?
You told me this, Eric, that you thought the conversation of that meant I was talking about you.
Courtney, remember?
Because we have conversations in here, therefore I must like you.
Courtney, remember when I said your boyfriend, and you said he's not my boyfriend? Remember?
Oh, the first time, yeah, we had just started dating and we weren't.
I'll come visit you and your boyfriend. He's not my boyfriend. That doesn't mean anything, huh, Courtney?
I wasn't like, he's not my boyfriend. We were sitting together, and I was like,
I
well,
know.
he's not my boyfriend. And then we were like,
That's even more indication.
that was a personal thing with us, Eric, not to do with you.
Anybody else supposed to know that, Courtney?
Maybe you shouldn't read into everyone who you're obsessed with their life and misread their entire fucking life to your
For
advantage.
Christ's sakes, woman, listen to me. Use the words that I am saying to understand things rather than to behave like, oh, here's something else I can look stupid about.
Do you realize that I don't take this place that seriously? Like, I don't sit there and analyze you people over like what you say to me if it means you're in love
I
with me or
am not
something.
saying,
Like,
I'm not worrying about Courtney. Okay?
the level that you analyze me is kind of like creepy, Eric.
Courtney, the only reason I analyze you is because sometimes you say shockingly dumb things.
Okay, well, analyze other people that say dumb things.
I
and then-
do. I got 3,000 videos only
on
focused on, not about you.
Good. That would be preferable.
That's just on the main channel. I got shitloads more videos that aren't about you, Courtney. I got a whole life that's not about you. Which is why you can take what I'm telling you seriously here. I seriously don't give a fuck. I'm not invested like you guys are. Okay?
You take my
Courtney,
you're the one
you're
who just-
invested. Hey, disinterested.
perception management.
Interested parties?
I'm
disinterested
telling the truth here. Eric's just
Interested
making
parties? Disinterested parties. Understand? I don't have any fucks to give about your relationship or anything like that. So I'm obviously telling the truth. I'm not defending my reputation in front of my boyfriend. So obviously,
You
I'm the
told
one
me
telling
that,
the truth.
Courtney, remember when you said that one thing, Courtney?
Courtney,
Where you said
I
that
already
that's not my boyfriend, and that's not even how I
misinterpreted that
felt
shit.
it. I
Anyway.
wasn't like,
Courtney, I conceded everything you're right about already. You got nothing else. You just got your own wrongness. Now sit there and stew in it.
you brought that up just now.
Like I said, I conceded everything
Because you're
that I
the
was
one
wrong
that
about.
fucking cares.
I already conceded. I could have misread that, Courtney. You just ignore that fact makes you more wrong. It's staining your very soul at this point. The wrongness is staining your soul.
You're disgusting, self-indulgent narcissism.
Courtney, you're not
of, like,
catching me. Again,
Perceiving
you're
my
just
actions
insulting.
is fucking weird. It's like schizo,
So,
Eric.
You're not saying words that mean anything. You're just insulting me.
It's delusional to the level of approaching like
What's
schizophrenic.
delusional? What is?
Can anyone see like the reality right now?
What is delusional?
Your perceptions of reality are like delusional.
All of them?
Yeah. For you to just say that I came to you with like, Jay's not my boyfriend. I must be interested in you, Eric.
Courtney, avoiding the question again. You just said all my perceptions are delusional, so there's no point in parsing them out at all. No point in talking about any of my perceptions because they're all delusional, right?
Let's point out a statement you made and how delusional it was.
It was just, hey, all my perceptions are delusional, so it was irrelevantly lost in the mix.
It seems that way. Yeah, it does seem that way.
Okay, well, good. Now we know. Aren't you happy that you have the ability to come here and voice all your concerns publicly in front of everybody?
Like to come in here and have good. Sometimes we have pretty cool conversations.
We're thrilled to have
What
you.
you have done now is make me feel really uncomfortable. Like anything I say is going to be taken.
Courtney, shut the fuck up and listen for a second. In an ideal world, I don't give a fuck, which I don't. Jay is not threatened, which he isn't. And you are not doing this.
Good. Do you understand reality now?
Thanks. I appreciate that. Finally passed. We got a certificate from Courtney. Reality understander here. Anybody want to explain to them? I would be happy to do some explaining for reality. No?
I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean to you. I feel bad for you, Eric. I feel bad for you. Like,
Well,
that's why I was like having that conversation with you. Like, I feel bad that you were like in this like weird, lonesome, like dark misperceiving of everything that could possibly give you love. It's like sad to me.
It's kind of clumsy.